Hi everyone, this is Kay from Mad Main, and here is my sleepy cat who is now just waking up from my lap. I'm going to let him go really quick because I have a book tip that I want to share with you today. And this is a quick little tip that you can use if you come across books that you like or would like to put in antique booths or resell or just keep for yourself, but it has that sort of distinct mildewy smell. I bet you know what I'm talking about. Certain books, if they've been stored in a sort of a damp environment, and you can get them in library sales or out at thrift stores even, or yard sales, they might look beautiful and everything, and then you get that smell and it's like, oh, what is that smell? Well, that is usually mildew, and it's a terrible smell, and it's not that easy to get rid of just to air it out on its own. So the method that I prefer to use includes a plastic bag, some baking soda, and a freezer. The freezer is the key. There are other methods to reduce or to take away or kill. Actually, what you want to do really first is to kill any mildew or the mold spores. And but they can include harsher chemicals. I don't like to use a lot of chemicals in my normal day-to-day life, so I always look for the quick and easy and cheap ways to do things. So, for instance, I picked up these books here the other day, and they're just these old types medical books, and they just look cool. They're full of just sort of great, interesting illustrations of with weird procedures and stuff, or the way things used to be, and just yeah, fantastic stuff. And people like to buy these things just for the old school look of how medicine used to be done. But they have that little bit of distinct mildewy smell. Now, the first thing you have to do is to actually kill the mildew. There are other tips out there where people say, just like put Febreze on it, or put dryer sheets in there, but that's not going to kill the mildew. So what you want to do is take a bag. I get these. I really like these. They are at the Dollar Tree, and I buy these like super sized Ziploc bags. So what I will do is just take, maybe two at a time in here. Let me open it. I didn't plan this very well. I just kind of got it in my head that, okay, this is what I'm going to do, because I wanted to do this myself today, and I figured I'll just show you what I do. So I put these books in here, and then what I'm going to do, here is the baking soda, just normal baking soda. I'm going to sprinkle a bit in here and just kind of rub it all over. And what's nice about baking soda, you can, that just comes right out. You just shake it out, and I'll get it through a little bit of the pages. And then I'm going to put it in here. Here are my books. And then I'm going to put this in the freezer. Now, I have a chest freezer as well, and I also have a normal, regular, kitchen freezer that's next to the refrigerator. And I'm going to let this go in here, and I'm going to check them in about a week. Now, this doesn't really go overnight. If it's very, very faint, maybe so. But you really want to at least go, I think, a week to put away books of this size. And this is going, the freezer, it has to be cold, very cold. It's going to kill the mildew. And the cornstarch, you can use cornstarch too, or the baking soda, is going to absorb any kind of funky smell that is there. And I've done this a lot of times, and it comes out really well. Sometimes you have to leave it for quite a bit in there, but it really works. And like I said, there's no harsh chemicals. There are people that also will tell you that you can kill mildew and mold spores and everything by putting the book in the microwave. And that really works too. It really does. It's a heat treatment. But that I would not recommend for older books, or books that are kind of ornate or anything, because they have gilding, or they can have gold leaf on it, or stuff like that. So the heat method in a microwave I think can sometimes be damaging, but freezing books is not bad for books at all. So I'm going to do this with the remainder of the book. I have another book here. I'm going to do the same thing. How cute is this? A book of marionette plays. Like I've told you before, I pick up books, I pick up books all the time because I read a lot. But I also pick up books because they have good colors, or they have fantastic illustrations. This has some great illustrations in here. This isn't bad. This is just a faint whiff of it. But, I'm going to do the same treatment with this. Put some baking soda on it, put it in a plastic bag, and put it in my freezer, and probably let it sit for 2 or 3, 4 days and see how it is. You can always dump out the baking soda and add some new, and just keep it going for a little bit. So that is basically my little tip of the day for how you can kill mildew and mold spores and save some of those beautiful old books that otherwise might not be as desirable due to their lack of good scent. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know, and if you have any questions, let me know that too. I'm going to do more book tips about how to treat older books that you find, and I see you very soon. Bye from Kate in Maddening.